Good morning, Elevate Mastermind. Kepin here, and it is time for your Monday morning motivator. What I wanted to focus on today was two things. One, responsibility and emotional joy. You know, if you own your own business, if you're driving your revenue based on your production, based on the amount of effort you put in, is how much is the same amount of results you get back. If you're in that type of business, you have to be 100% responsible. And this is an oldie but a goodie, but when we know that we're responsible for things and we continue to own that hat, that identity, things don't seem to affect us quite as much. You know, the thing about the blame game is it feels good temporarily, and that's the problem with it. It actually feels good to, if something doesn't go right, it's very easy to blame somebody else or the situation. And that makes us feel good, but the downside is we don't do anything to change it because we haven't owned it. So look, own the mistakes, own the challenges, be 100% responsible for that, because mentally speaking, it's a lot easier to deal with knowing that, okay, this is the problem. This is what we need to do to fix it. This is the date I'm going to be checking back in to see if this challenge was corrected. And that is stressful, but not as stressful as, I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's COVID, maybe it's this. So when you own your own business, you got to take responsibility just for your own mental health. And when it comes to your emotional joy, you know, if we're not happy, we're just not doing it right. And look, I've been in business for a long time, and there are certainly times where I'm just not happy. It's not going good, responsibility or not. What do I got to do? I'm tired of the grind. And when I catch myself in that mode, I need to change the identity of the problem. I need to say, okay, I'm joyfully persevering through this challenge. And as silly as that is, and that's probably the last way that I want to think during a situation like that, it's crucial for forward motion. So continue to take responsibility, continue to look at the grind sometimes if you're in those seasons as a joyful perseverance. And you can take it one step further and follow like an emotional joy plan. Like, number one, here's an option. Here's something that makes me pretty happy most of the time. Just this simple plan that I do every day. Number one, start and end my day in gratitude. Just be grateful. You know, when I wake up, I go over the things that I'm grateful for. When I put my head on my pillow, I do a quick, okay, what three things made me feel really good today? That just works for just positive optimism. Number two, I really practice appreciation versus expectation. I got this from Tony Robbins many, many years ago. And whether it's a long line or somebody cuts me off, doesn't work all the time. But I'll tell you, a lot of the time, you just say, hey, I appreciate the fact that I have a car. I appreciate the fact that I have money to buy groceries and sit in this line. It helps. Okay? I know we all want, that instant gratification and want it now, but that truly is a tool that I use a lot, and it helps. Number three, follow my moral code. Just do unto others as you want them to do unto you. That's about as basic as it is. When I follow that and I'm living life as a good person, I'm happier, right? Do unto others as you want them to do unto you. And sorry for the little morality lesson, just giving you an example here. But those are the top three. Starting in your day in gratitude, practice appreciation versus expectation, follow your moral code. And then the last one is, last two, drive yourself towards your goals. I always want to make sure I have a vision that I'm working towards, that I'm driving towards, trying to achieve. And that brings me joy as an entrepreneur to be actively going after a metric, to be actively going after a set goal. And then lastly, number five is help others, right? Contribute and help others. If you can follow that little 5-step plan on a daily basis and take responsibility for your actions in business and change your mindset when things aren't going too well, then you're going to be in a better place than you were before you did that. All right, have a wonderful day, and always remember to elevate. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.